Please give any of the numbers from 1 to 10. Just give any of the numbers from 1 to 10 and then submit this. Submit it. Okay. So please answer all the questions in the form. Do not leave any of them blank. And one more thing here. Your resume number will be there in each and every email that you received from Wipro. The resume numbers will be there, and it will be also there in your offer letters. Resume number will be there from the mail that you have received from Wipro regarding your form filling or regarding BGV. The resume number will be there. Okay. If you're having any exams today by 10, you can just mark your attendance, leave the call, and join back after completing your examination. Okay, if you're having any examination by today, 10 o'clock, by sorry guys. So if you're having your examination by 10 o'clock, mark your attendance. You can leave the call as of now, but make sure you're joining back the call. Okay. If you don't join back the call, we will not be able to onboard you. Please keep that in mind.
ठीक है थोड़ा सा
ये तो हम भी देख रहे हैं
अब फील कर दिए
पोस्टपोन नहीं चाहिए ना
Regarding your next date of joining after postponement,
22.2
regarding next joining
22
date after your postponement, we cannot assure you like the particular date, but you will be getting your next date within 1 or 2 months. Okay, within 1 or 2 months you will be receiving your next date of onboarding, but we cannot assure the particular date. Okay.
सबमिट कर दो
एक नाग पर देख लीजिएगा
देख लिए
सबसे ये वाला है ना
So please mention in which year you are going to pass out. Pass out means in which year you complete your UG. Why? If you postpone, the location may or may not change. So location is purely based upon business requirement. And one more thing, please make a note of that. Like Wipro will be providing you 2 weeks of paid leave to write your final and pre-final semester examination. Okay, Wipro will be providing you Wipro will be providing you Wipro will be providing you 2 weeks of paid leave to write your final semester or pre-final semester examination. So while asking for postponement, please keep that in mind too. Okay. Please write your own CGPA. I don't know how to. I didn't get that question. How can I mention your CGPA? I'm sorry. Just if you are not having your superset IDs, I have already told you, give any of your numbers, like from 1 to 10, give any of your numbers. Okay, for 2021, also you will be receiving another date of onboarding. If you want to postpone for a particular reason, you can postpone. If you want to postpone also, you have to scan this particular QR code and mark your postponement there. Okay.
डायरेक्ट विंडो से होता है, विंडो प्लस आर।
I didn't get the question. Like, if you have to go to your college, like if you have to go to your college to attend offline classes after, well, like from 30th of June, I request you to please ask for postponement because attending offline classes will not be possible if you join. Okay, so if you have to attend offline classes after 30th of May, please ask for postponement. If you have to attend offline classes after 30th of May, please ask for postponement. Yes, if your results are announced, please, if your results are announced, please give your marks up to 6th semester, whatever you have secured. If your examination dates are not declared, just give a tentative date. If your examination dates are not declared yet, please give tentative date, and also please note we'll be moving to the next session by 9:30, so we only have 2 more minutes left. Just keep that in mind. If you want to postpone, please scan this QR code. Regarding your location change, regarding your PGP session, we are not the concerned team, so please do not ask us queries related to that because we will not be able to help you out. So regarding your location change, regarding your PGP, regarding PBL laptops, we are not the concerned team, so please do not ask queries about that. Okay. If your examinations are by June 2nd, as I already told you that you will be getting paid leaves of 2 weeks to write your examination. If that is not enough for you, or then I think you can ask for postponement. Okay.
बॉन्ड के बारे में पूछो ना, the bond that I signed, during onboarding, this is the final.
Regarding your leaves, how to take leaves and all, after you join Wipro, you can discuss with your mentor or your manager. After joining Wipro, regarding your taking of leaves, how to take get leaves for your examination, you can speak with your manager. Okay, they will be able to guide you. So yes, the attendance session to mark the session to mark your attendance and postponement is over. Now we will just move on to the FAQ session. Okay, give me a moment. So hope my screen is visible. Please give me a thumbs up if my screen is visible.
बंद नहीं करी, काट दूंगा।
Okay, for majority of the people, my screen is visible. So if you are facing some difficulties, just you can log out and log in again. Okay, yeah. So in the FAQ session, we will discuss about the login credential, how to open up a bank account, how to update your bank details in the portal, and the fourth one is regarding the helplines, that if you are facing some issues, whom to contact. Okay, so FAQ is nothing but the first day activities that you will have to that you will be doing on after the date of joining. Okay. So next we are moving to a video. regarding your login credentials. So please pay attention. Okay, the video will show you like how on the date of joining, how you have to log in first to your My Wipro portal, or like for your in your mails, how you have to log in, what will be the default password, how to change your default password. Everything will be discussed in the first part, that is regarding the login credentials. So please pay attention. Okay.
Induction, you would be excited about getting started with your work. We are here to help you with that. In this video, we will show you how to do your first login, how to configure your Wipro credentials, how to set up authentication for safety, and how to discover your work setup. Let's begin. You will receive an email from Onboarding Help Desk which will look like this. Let's see one by one what the email has. The mail will be addressed to you. My name is Onboarding Guide, hence it is addressed to me. Next, it will have your Wipro employee ID. Following this, you will be able to find the instructions to configure your default login credentials. ADID is the ID, which you will use to log into all Wipro systems. Your ADID is the combination of first two letters of your first name, in upper caps, followed by your employee ID. Let's configure my ADID. My name is Onboarding Guide, and as per the email, my employee ID is 39864T. So, my ADID will be the combination of first two letters of my first name in upper caps, that is, ON, followed by my employee ID, 39864T. Simple, isn't it? Let's see how to configure default login password. It is the combination of first two letters of your first name, in lower caps, followed by a WL, followed by your employee ID. So, my default login password will be the combination of first two letters of my first name in lower caps, that is, ON, followed by a WL, followed by my employee ID, 39864T. Pretty neat, right? But, there are some common mistakes employees end up making while configuring their login credentials. Using initials of first and last name is one such mistake. You must use only the first two letters of your first name. ADID is already created in system, and, unless you configure the exact same ADID, you will not be able to log in. Another common mistake is not being mindful of letter cases. For ADID, you must use first two letters of your first name in upper caps. If it doesn't work, only then you must try using lower caps. Password is case sensitive, and you must use first two letters of your first name in lower caps only. Now that we are done configuring default credentials, we must change the default password to avoid any risk. Let's go back to the mail and see how we can do that. Changing default password is simple. Simply go to mywipro.wipro.com and log in with the ADID and default password which you have recently configured. It will then ask you to set up a way to authenticate that it's you who is logging in. You can register your mobile number for the same, and from next time onward, whenever you log in, you will receive an OTP on your registered mobile number. After this, system will prompt you to change your default password to a password of your choice. Once you have reset your password, you will have to log in again, and you will be done. Let's try this out. The first step is to go to mywipro.wipro.com. This will open the sign-in page. To sign in, use the ADID which you have just configured, followed by @wipro.com. Then, enter the default password which you have just configured. Once you click on sign in, the authentication step begins. It will begin by asking you the method of authentication. Whatever you select at this stage, will be used for authentication of all your subsequent logins. You can choose to authenticate by Microsoft Authenticator app. To choose any other method, click on I want to set up another method. From the options, select phone to authenticate by phone, then select the country code and enter your mobile number. You can choose to authenticate by text or call, as per your choice. You will then receive a verification code on your phone. Enter the code, and follow through to complete authentication and registration of your mobile number. Now that you have completed authentication, system will prompt you to change your default password to a password of your choice. Make sure that the password you choose follows our password policy. Since you have changed your password, you will now be required to log in again. Use your ADID and new password to log in. Since we chose to authenticate via phone earlier, after entering password, a verification code will be sent to the registered mobile number. Once you enter the verification code, you will be taken to the My Wipro portal, which is one-stop destination for all Wiproites to perform routine tasks and more. Now that we have configured our credentials, set up authentication and also accessed My Wipro, let's see how to log into our mailbox. To access your Wipro mail, go to webmail.wipro.com or to outlook.office.com. Then enter your ADID, your new password, and that's it. This will complete your work setup and you can get started with your work. We hope we were able to make it easy for you to complete your work setup. Wish you a great career at Wipro. Thank you.
Sorry guys, yeah, I hope the session was really helpful for you. Okay, so now we are moving to the next part of the FAQ, that is regarding your opening up of your bank accounts. So once you join Wipro, you will need your salary account. Okay, so once you join on 30th of May, you will be receiving an email.
Need to 1 minute. I'll take it at opening bank account because there is slight changes.
Okay.
Okay, as
So
Neetu
do I
was
need to
stating,
share-
after come
Sorry,
again.
no. Alan, do I need to share the screen?
Yeah, you need to. For the first two slides, I'll just tell them about the opening bank account. I'll stop it in between also. So once you join Wipro, that is on 30th of May, you will receive 30th or 31st of May or maximum 1st of June, you will receive a mail like this. In this mail, there will be a link on the bottom saying click here to go to microsite. Sorry, excuse me. You just have to click on the link and the link will redirect you to a page which will look like this. Once my screen is visible, please let me know. It will read, hold on guys. Okay, so you can see this page, right? The page will redirect. It will redirect. Once you click on the link, it will redirect you to a page which will look like this. In this page, what you have to do is there is an option called Geo Pages. I hope you can see the option called Geo Pages. Can you see the option called Geo Pages? If yes, give a thumbs up. Okay. In this, you have to click on the page called Geo Pages. Once you click on the Geo Pages, it will redirect to a page which will say Geo Hub. So once you go to Geo Hub, there is an option called India. In India, you can either click on IT or DOP. Most of you joining here is IT employee, so you can click on IT. And once you click on IT, it will redirect you to a page which will look like this. In this, today we'll be taking a session on know your salary and things like that. But in this page, if you want to go in detail about know your salary, you can refer to this page. But still, I'm just showing you this page. But in this page, once you click on IT, there will be an option on the right hand side which says bank stock details. I hope you can see the option called bank stock details. Then I'm highlighting bank stock details. Yeah, you just have to click on the bank stock details, and once you click on the bank stock details, it will redirect you to a page like this. In this, a list of banks will be displayed for locations: Chennai, Pune, Cochin. I hope you can see the places as well. If not, just zoom in and check. Now I think I'm unable to do it. So just stating, there are places like Chennai, Pune, Cochin, Noida, Gurgaon, and things like that. In that, various banks are there as such. HDFC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, HSBC Bank, IDFC Bank, DBS Bank, and things like that. You can contact the contact person given on the right hand side. The phone number is given, the email ID is given, and you can open the bank account. We request you not to go to a local bank to open a bank account. Rather, contact the bank spoke, which is mentioned here, to open the bank account. It will be helpful for you to open the bank account without any trouble. Neither, you can take it ahead.
Okay,
Neetu?
thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yes. Give me a moment, Alan. I'll just share this. So yes, as Alan has already discussed how to open the bank account. Once you open your bank account, now you have to update your bank account details in a portal called My Wipro Portals. So My Wipro Portal, as you can see the URL, login URL which is given here. So My Wipro Portal is nothing but a portal which each and every Wiproid or each and every Wipro employee has to use on a daily basis. Want to update our attendance or want to update our efforts. Next, each and every all have to fill up all our personal, official, bank details in this particular portal. Okay, so in my Wipro portal, you have to log into My Wipro portal. Then you have to select My Data, which will look like this in a moment. In the My Wipro portal will look like this, and towards the left side, as you can see, the highlighted part, that is My Data. So once you log into My Wipro portal, you have to select My Data, and once you select My Data, it will open up a page like this, which will have my office details, personal details, official details, all these details. Before going to bank details, you have to open the personal details. There you will have to update your PAN card details as well as your vaccination details. Okay, in personal details, you will have to update your PAN card details as well as your vaccination details. If you have completed both the doses, please upload the certificate in the personal details tab. Okay, please do not forget, in personal details tab, you have to upload the PAN card details and your vaccination details. Okay, after you have done that, just come down which is highlighted, select the bank details tab. Okay, which is highlighted, select the bank details tab. Once you select, it will move to a screen like this. Okay, here you have to fill in the details to which bank account you have to receive your salary. Okay, so the first, you have to give your name as per it is reflecting in Wipro records. Once you're done that, the next columns towards the right is to provide your name as per the bank record. Okay, then towards the left, you have to give the bank name. Once you enter the bank name, the bank code will be automatically displayed. I hope I'm clear. Once you enter your bank name, the bank code will be automatically shown there. You don't have to fill the bank code, it will be auto-triggered there. Okay. Then you have to give the city where your bank is located. You have to mention that particular city, and country, it's all India for all of us. then you will have to provide the IFSC code of your bank, then you have to provide your account number. Then you have to mention if it is like if you are the account holder, and then you have to confirm it is a joint account or not. Okay, once you fill in all these details, once you give all these details, and then you will be asked to provide a 6-digit code. Once you update all these details, then you will be asked to provide a 6-digit code that you will receive to your official email IDs. And please note that once you receive that particular code to your email IDs, within 24 hours, you will have to update it. You will have to give it in the portal. Only then your bank account details will be updated. I hope I'm clear. Like once you fill in these particular details, the system will ask you to provide a 6-digit code. That code will be emailed to your official email ID. Once you get that email, once you receive that activation code, this 6-digit code is called as the activation code. Once you receive that activation code, you have to give it here in the particular bank details. Only if you give that particular activation code, your bank account will be your bank account will be linked, or otherwise your bank details will not be updated and you will not receive your salary. So please keep that in your mind. Okay. So these are some of the mandatory notes that you have to keep in your mind. One thing is regarding the activation code, which I have already explained. So towards the bottom, as you can see, if you can see my screen, this is the screenshot of which the bank activation code, which you will receive to your mail IDs will look like, and you have to give this particular code in the bank account, the bank details in my Wipro portal. Only then your bank details will be updated. Okay, so please keep that in your mind. Next thing is that you will have to update, like since your date of joining is 30th of May, you will have to update your bank details before 18th of June. Okay, you have to update your bank details before 18th of June. Otherwise, your salary will not be credited in the month of June. Your salary will not be credited. It will only be credited by July as an arrear. Okay, so please update your bank account details before 18th of June in order to get your salary on time. The next point is I have already mentioned, like the PAN details. You have to update your PAN details in personal details tab in my Wipro portal. In my Wipro portal, you have to update the PAN details in personal details tab. So please keep that in mind. So these are the mandatory things that you have to keep in your mind while updating your salary details. Okay, so next is the helpline numbers. For if you require, I request you to please take a screenshot of this thing and keep it with you. If you require any HR support, if you have any issues related to your salary or related to your joining or anything related HR issues, if your issues related to HR issues, you have to contact the toll-free number which is provided on the screen. And IMG helpline is nothing but if you're facing any issues with your laptop or any connectivity issues, or you are unable to log into your portal or something like that, then you will have to contact the IMG team. They are available 24/7. So you can contact for IMG issues in these contact numbers. Okay. And for your traveling in hospitality, if you have to travel or something, and if you're facing any issues during your travel or something like that, you can contact this particular contact number under travel and hospitality. GSG helpline is nothing but it's a global security force. Okay, so if you're facing any security issues or regarding any your iCard issues or something like that, you can contact the GSG helpline. They are also available 24/7. So I request you please take a screenshot of this particular number so that in future if you require something, it will be helpful for you. So please take the screenshot of this particular slide. So that's it regarding the FAQ. Okay guys, so this is regarding the FAQs. Hope this was, I hope it was really helpful for you. So just Nisha, can we move ahead with the know your salary session? Nisha?
Yes, Neetu. Yes, Neetu.
Thank you, Nisha. Over to you, Nisha.
Guys, so whoever having exam at 10 o'clock can go for the exam and be back by 12:30. You do not have to tell me your resume number. If you're having exams, if you're marked the attendance, you can go for the exams and be back by 12:30. Thank you so much.
So, guys, I guess the previous session was quite clear for everyone. So, let's start with another session, which is Know Your Salary session, which is also known as Compensation and Benefits session. So, the session is required for you all in case if you're like to save your tax. Okay, this session is regarding your how to save your tax and what all the benefits you are receiving from Wipro and everything. Okay, so let's start with the session. So the compensation benefit is divided into two parts, which is one is cost to company and one is additional benefits. Under cost to company, it comes stipend and ESI, and under additional benefit, insurance and allowance. Okay, so let's start with the stipend. Okay, so stipend and ESIC is something what trainee will get the scholarship every month has a stipend. Okay, this scholarship is incremented every year till final year of training, and scholarship amounts remain same for fourth and fifth year. For the exact amount, please refer to your offer letter. Okay, for the exact amount, please refer to your offer letter. Neetu, can you please let in the candidates?
Sure, Nisha, sure.
Yeah, thank you, Neetu. So, for example, if the stipend amount, for example, if your total stipend amount is 15,488, okay? So ESI, the employer contribution towards ESI is 3.25%, and the employee contribution towards ESI is 0.75%, okay? But if your stipend, for example, if your stipend amount is 15,488, so employer contribution is 3.25%, which is 488 rupees. Okay, and if your contribution amount is zero, if your contribution is 0.75%, which is 112 rupees from 15,488, so your total contribution will be 4%, which is 600 rupees. Okay, so this will be your contribution towards ESIC. So next one is allowance. So first one is on call or standby or call out allowance. Okay, the employee can be called for work at any time other than normal shift. If the employee is called for work in weekdays, the payout will be 250, and on weekend the payout will be 350. Okay. Then comes the local on-site policy. If you are asked to work from client location for minimum 20 days, the quarter payout will be 6,000, which means the monthly payout will be 2,000 rupees. Then comes shift allowance policy. The eligibility criteria for SAP is only during the on-the-job training period. Okay, this shift allowance is only when you start working from office or on the job training period. Okay, if the employee log in before the working hours and log out after the working hours for minimum 4 hours, okay, the shift allowance policy is applicable here. For example, the normal shift is 8:30 to 6 o'clock, okay, but if you log out uh, if after 6 o'clock, like if you log out by 11 or 12 o'clock midnight, so the shift allowance is applicable there. Or if you log in before 8:30, like 7:30, 6:30 or something, so then the shift allowance is applicable there. Okay, but if you log in for 4 hours, you are eligible for 400 rupees. Okay, you are eligible for 400 rupees. But if you log in only for 2 hours, you can reimburse only 300 rupees. But if you log in less than 2 hours, so you are eligible only for 250 rupees. Okay, then come book allowance. This book allowance is given to the students allowed until the last semester. So the allowance amount is 1,250 rupees. So let's start with another. So next one is transfer policy, which is allocation. First one is allocation. Allocation policy is where you are allocated to particular location to your joinee for the one-way travel for self as per domestic India policy is applicable for you. Boarding and lodging for 7 days, stay as per domestic India limit. 3 days leave transfer will be provided to you. Then transfer allowance of rupees 8,400 rupees for 7 days if you are unmarried employee. If you're married employee, excuse me guys. Yeah, sorry guys. But if you are a married employee, then you are eligible for 11,900 rupees. You can, yes, Neetu. So you can go ahead for reimbursement. Okay. Then comes transfer post allocation. If the employee is transferred within 2 years of joining period, okay. If you're transferred within 2 years of your joining period, then the reimbursed for one-way travel for self and family. Okay. For self and family, as per domestic India policy, boarding and lodging for 7 days and 3 days leave transfer will be given to you, and has same as above. If you are a married employee, then you can reimburse amount up to 11,900. If you are unmarried employee, you can reimburse amount up to 8,400 for 7 days. Then comes your transfer post allocation. Okay, this means if you are transferred after 2 years of your joining, okay, if you're transferred after 2 years of your joining, you will get all the facilities as same as above. Okay, one additional benefit is you will get a good transfer up to 6,000 rupees, and if your goods are damaged or something while transferring or something, so you can reimburse amount up to 5,000. Okay. Then comes self-intimated. Self-intimated is nothing but if you are asking for the transfer on your own. Okay. Means you need a transfer and you're asking for a transfer. In that case, no facilities will be provided to you except 3 days leave transfer. Except leave transfer, any other policy, any other benefit will not be given to you. Okay, this is for the transfer policy. Then comes your travel and deputation. First one is intra-city travel policy. Okay, so if you're traveling from office-related work, if you're traveling for office-related work, okay, and you're using a public transport, it can be auto. So you can reimburse amount up to 350 rupees. But if you are using a non-AC taxi, so you can reimburse the amount up to 450 rupees, but make sure that you provide bill for the taxi. But for auto, no bills are required. Then by chance, if you are using your personal vehicle like your bike or your scooter or your car, okay? Then on bike and scooter, you can reimburse the amount of 3.50 per kilometer, and on car you can reimburse the amount of 8.50 per kilometer. Okay. Then comes your joining and reallocation policy. Okay. So the lump sum amount of 1,500 is provided for travel and 3,200 for your food and accommodation expense will be provided. You can reimburse the amount. Then domestic and travel policy, and this all comes under the domestic and travel policy according to the Indian law. Okay. Then next one is medical. Okay. So medical insurance, each and everyone on this call has a group medical coverage of rupees 2 lakh for everyone. Okay. Then comes your parental insurance. Parental insurance is your voluntary choice. Okay, if you want a insurance for your parents, you can do it. But the insurance amount will be deducted from your salary. Okay. Then comes your group personal accident insurance. By God grace, nothing should happen to you. But if you met with an accident while working in Wipro, okay, so you can reimburse the amount of 12 lakh rupees. Okay. And group insurance for group life insurance, by God grace, like nothing should happen. But if you are no more while working in Wipro, okay, so you can reimburse the amount of 14 lakh. Okay. So this is for the, and then comes ESIC. Okay. ESIC is for those people whose ever salary is less than 21,000. If your salary is less than 21,000, this ESIC is applicable for you. So after generating your ESI card, you have to update your contact number as per your Aadhaar card and bank account number in My Wipro portal after you're joining. Okay. After updating all your phone number and your bank account details, excuse me guys. After uploading your contact number and your bank account number in My Wipro portal, you can download your ESI card from the link what is given here, and you can use that ESI card in the hospital for when you're going under a treatment. but make sure the hospital is ESI. Okay, I mean the hospital should accept ESI card. At that moment only this card is applicable. Okay, and that's it for the session. If you have any queries, we'll address you later. If the session was quite clear, please give a thumbs up.
हो गया
नहीं हुआ।
Okay, thank you guys. Neetu, over to you.
मैं 12-11 बजे
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you so much. So yes,
And guys, I have got many things in the chat box. If you are
कहीं जाना है क्या?
requesting for postponement, you should not fill any form.
देखिए इतना भी